I am the engineer who loves to share all things and everywhere at all time and with everyone.
In today's video, we will give you tips for an adventure in the land of the rising sun. The tips will be organized in 5 areas: financial preparation, lodging, transportation, foods, and technologies. A wise person once told me, your confidence in living is highly correlated to the money in your pocket. For a solid experience of Japan, at minimum, prepare to have 70 USD per day if you are doing it alone, with each additional traveling companion, add 50 USD to your daily budget. The 70 USD per day can be safely allocated as follows: 30, 10, 10, 10 for lodging, transportation, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If you are a die-hard budget person, you will notice we did not allocate anything for contingency or emergency. From our traveling experiences, Japan is a safe and orderly society. There is very low probability anything bad happen to you, unless you have a very destructive personality, similar to the characters that you may have watched in the reality movie Jackass. Moreover, as we have stated, this is minimum budget for a carefree experience of Japan. Please expand this budget for your personal comfort, meaning the suggested budget is calculated for a relatively healthy adult. For most of us from the West, we have been conditioned to live in large homes. For the budget allocated in the financial discussion above, and if you are a claustrophobic, Japan personal space may be a challenge for you. As a matter of fact, public spaces such as casual restaurants and eateries are tiny as well. However, the majority of lodging layouts will maximize the amount of sunlight into the tiny space. You will not get this quality of lodging in any big city back in the States for the same amount of budget. We don't recall a memory back in the States where walking 2 to 4 miles per day without calling the act exercise. Here in Japan, this is just an ordinary act in the everyday living. Most of the time, you will walk to the grocery stores, to the park, and of course, to subway station to expand your coverage of the areas. The suggested allocation in budget for transportation. You can explore 25 to 30 miles away from central Tokyo with combination of subway and walking. But be aware that you will walk more than an average day at home. In addition to the Japanese traditional foods in the old days, most restaurants and eateries are loosely categorized as sushi, noodles, rice plates, and hot pots, with noodles appear as the majority. There are American iconic foods such as McDonald's, KFC in the metropolitan and tourist areas. And don't forget 7-Eleven convenience stores. There is a store on every block, and they carry varieties of prep meals including American cuisines. The suggested food budget allocations of 10, 10, and 10 for breakfast, lunch, and dinner will pay for all these categories of foods, plus the lower end of sushi. You will definitely save money if you are traveling with a companion by cooking the foods yourself with the ingredients from the neighborhood grocery stores. Here's a suggestion. Bring the particular herbs and spices from home that you love and have a home cooked meal from time to time. You will have a better experience in traveling anywhere. For navigation, Google Maps works well in Japan. We also suggested MapMe for offline maps of the country. Uber rides continue to work in Japan, meaning in most Southeast Asian markets, Grab replaced Uber. Lastly, Agoda and Airbnb works well for Japan lodging, short or long term. We find that Agoda has better pricing, but with less options. Good luck and enjoy your stay here in Japan.